Hi, everybody. For whoever's watching, I don't see anybody in the chat other than Linda. Oh, there's Jay, there's Alice, there's Neverly. Hi. Uh, welcome to welcome to the channel. Right now, it's just me. Everybody else has obligations and plans, so which is fine. It's just me. You have to deal with me. Um, but yeah, I guess it's just gonna be like a really short video, unless anybody has if anybody wants to join me. So I'm gonna go ahead and post the StreamYard link. If anybody wants to hop on and say something or whatever. Hey, Millbilly, nice to see ya. Yeah. If anybody wants to jump on, it's basically just me right now. So, yeah, it's been a really crazy week. And, yeah, hopefully everyone, though, is doing okay. And, hopefully, let me see something real quick, actually. Yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay as far as that goes, and, like, everybody's doing positive things out there in the world. Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff going on, as everyone's probably aware of, and it's kind of chaotic and overwhelming. And so I hope everyone has found time to themselves to kind of like center and just, I guess, to just remember why we're all here. For the most part, we're here to do good for Brendan and for Stephen, and I mean that's basically all I have to say about that. And oh, that's too bad. 360 minutes. I mean, 360 minutes. Does that take that long to set up a live, or is that a typo? I don't know. I'm kind of I wing my lives, as you can tell. I don't have any fancy screens behind me. Oh, 30 minutes. Yeah, I gotcha. Here's the dragonfly. I put it right there. If anyone can see it or tell from last time I went live. But yeah. So, Be Brendan Brave this week is going to be positive thoughts. So, if you're in my group on Facebook, or if you're in the family group, or if you're on my Discord or anything like that, you'll catch the post. So, send some positive comments and stuff over to Brendan if you have any nice pictures or anything like that. Go ahead and then, because he definitely needs all the positivity he can get right now, right? And yeah, and if I don't know, like if you can do like one kind thing for somebody in the name of Justice and Brendan, do that, and then let him know that you did that, because I know that really cheers him up, and like I know it definitely puts out some of those good vibes in the world, right? So, but yeah. Oh, here's something I could talk about. Linda and a few other people, BB, if she's watching. We all thought it would be a cool idea to do wrestling themed. Hey, Barb. Yeah, I agree. But we all thought to do a wrestling themed thing where, oh, who's this? Oh, this is not connected. If Mose is watching, it says it's not connected. Your device isn't connected. Oh, here's Alice. Hey, Alice.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. I'm on my phone, that's why my picture's no there. It's normally my laptop that I'm on, but I'm on my phone. I'm in bed and I'm on my phone.
Well, thank you for joining.
Oh, that's not a problem, honey. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so the event is that it's a wrestling themed event. You basically we're trying to do this thing where you post a picture of either your favorite wrestler or Brendan's favorite wrestler, or if you want to dress up as a wrestler, or if you want to create a wrestler, or whatever. Um, it's still saying not connected, Mose. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Kim. Hey, Cherie. Anyway, or if you want to, like, I know some people take, Brendan's face and put it on a wrestler's body or stuff like that. If anybody, those kinds of things. I think I'm going to try to invent a wrestler character.
Yes. Why not?
Yeah, why not? And then, take pictures of me as like a wrestler and then post it. But I thought it would be something like we all thought it would be something fun to do, positive and like give him something to look forward to. Next to what we already do in here, like be Brendan Brave and all that stuff. And so,
Hi, Barb.
yeah, Barb, if you want to jump on, you can. I posted the link in the chat. But yeah. Yeah, it's been like a really, really stressful week for everybody, and I know Barb, especially for you and for Brendan. And I just want to say, like, there are people who are on your side. I'm one of them. I know Linda's one of them. And we're all here for you. And and I know for a fact that not everything that's being said is what it seems. Oh, is it working now? Hello?
Hello?
Now it's working.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Well, now he leaves. Okay. But yeah, so I think if that's anything for people to keep in mind out there in general, is that, not everything that is being said or anything like that is exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, Casey's not going to put it all out there on a plate for everybody to see. You know what I mean? She's been doing this for too long, so
Yeah.
she's got to keep something out there. And it might be just the case that just because Bobby's name and that's already been out there, it could be a tactical thing, not necessarily a proven thing.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that when a Denny suspect doesn't necessarily mean that they think they're guilty. It's just they're trying to prove that the police didn't do a proper investigation in what they're doing. I personally don't believe that Bobby is guilty. I personally think he's innocent. I don't think the person that saw what they saw actually saw what they saw. Yeah, close your eyes and think of England.
Close your eyes for what?
Alice, do you know that saying? Were you there for that?
Yes. Yes.
Hi, Mose.
Hello.
Hiya.
All right, so
I'm
here's.
Oh, that's good. I was getting a bit worried.
Close your eyes and think of England is something that my mom tells me a lot. It's British. It's a British saying that basically means suck it up.
Yeah, well, it can be taken a few ways actually. For instance, if your partner isn't very good in the sack, then it's a case of lie back and think of England and let them get done for the last 2 minutes.
Get it over with, yeah.
Yes, precisely. So that's what they say, lie back and think of England.
Yeah. I know Wizard was supposed to get on, and he would have done a little bit, what his thoughts were on it, because I was like, you've heard of that. He basically was just like, yeah, it's your duty to your country to do.
Yeah.
to do the deed and have a kid, basically. But yeah, so I was saying that to another person, another friend of mine who's going through something. I said, "Hey, Michelle. Hi."
Hi, Michelle.
But yeah, I was telling her that because I know my mom says that to me a lot. She also says that they can kill you, but they can't eat you. And I don't know.
Well, that's not true because they can kill you and eat you. Just think of Hannibal Lecter.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
I
what
don't know.
Jeffrey Dahmer did.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And I was telling her, I don't know if these things help you. They don't help me, but that's what she usually tells me.
I think that's what Sicko was going to do with his mom's head.
Oh, that dude who,
Kemper, was it? Kemper? Something Kemper?
No. It was that guy that killed both his parents and he put his mom's head in a pot.
All right. I know back in I think it was the 70s. Is it Ed Kemper or something like that?
Ed Kemper,
he killed his mum and he had sex with his mum's heat and everything like that. I watched a program called Mindhunters.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah,
I love that show. Yeah,
it was.
We're talking about this guy just did this 8 months ago, 8 months ago.
Yeah,
really?
This was a recent. Yeah, this was recent. Yeah.
Oh.
They feel like I think his motive was because he had a journal or something, but his motive was basically the insurance money because they were cutting him off financially. So that he killed both his parents, but he did a really gruesome on his mom.
Jeez.
I don't know if you guys can hear my dog says hi.
See, I'm lucky that way. Loki doesn't bark. He only barks if my door gets opened a certain way, like if it gets opened really slowly or really quickly and he's not expecting it, then he'll bark once. But other than that, he doesn't bark.
Can you see that?
What is it?
This is hemp oil. Like CBD oil.
Yeah.
But it's for animals.
Oh, okay.
We started giving that to Roger last Monday, and he is a completely different dog. But he gets high off of it. And he gets the munchies.
So he's like a person, right?
Oh, it's funnier than hell. He staggers around and he looks at you and his eyes start going in different directions. But it really helps him. About an hour later, he's just like he's 8 years younger.
Yeah, I've been told that about CBD oil for animals, especially if they've got like arthritis and stuff like that. It's meant to be really, really good for them.
Oh my God, the difference is like day and night.
Yeah. That's good though. I'm glad you find something that helps.
Oh man, me too.
And it's not, and it's a natural thing too. It's not like, chemically altered stuff. That's important.
Not only that, it'll make you feel better that you're actually being able to do something to help the dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, because that's the worst feeling ever is when you know that there's something wrong with the dog and you can't do nothing to help,
Right.
Yeah. But let's see. What other news do we have out here? Does anybody else have any news?
No, I mean, Foul Play has just released the pre-trial recordings. Some of them are short.
Yeah.
And some of them are, I think one's about an hour long or something like that. So they're getting released.
You'll hear.
Everybody's took apart.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've done some parts as well, Becca. So
Yeah, I was there with you when we were doing the one after the other thing.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. So
That was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun. Aye. Some of the bloopers that Zoe's going to have is going to be funny.
Oh, I hope so. I hope
Yeah,
so.
oh, definitely, definitely, because we're reading it and then we're getting so much through it, and then one of us are like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
or something like that, with a lot more ruder words, more to the point mentioned, but
Yeah.
because we can't believe what we're reading, so they're being released. I think the first ones went out today, so if anybody hasn't heard them, because it's new FOIA documents that we got, and it's about Brendan.
It's and I kind of thought when I signed up for a part, I was kind of like, I don't know who would want to listen to this stuff. Like, what does it matter as part as like the case and all that? But once I actually like started listening to the questions that they were asking and then the answers that were given and stuff like that through the jury, it was kind of like, it was shocking to me.
Yep.
It was, and I don't want to give anything away because everyone should go watch those videos, but I was just kind of like, I don't understand how it went so awful. I honestly don't.
No.
There had to have been corruption, and that's just, you know what I mean? It had to have been just that.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is don't forget, Becca, I mean, we've all been duped by a documentary.
Oh yeah, no, we're all brainwashed.
We're all brainwashed on just this one documentary, and Phil plays a cult and everything like that.
That's
well,
I'm quite.
Yeah, I'm quite happy to be a member of the foul play cult. I'll have people know.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, every time I talk to a guilter, because every day I'm on Governor Evers' Facebook page and I'm commenting free Brendan Dassey. Sometimes I say a little bit more than that, but it's like constantly I'm getting people replying to it, and a lot of it is hate, and a lot of them are just like, oh, all you did was just watch a Netflix documentary. It's like, bro, I've been in this for almost 6 years.
Yeah.
And
I know. It's just
more why would there be such a presence in this if it was just a documentary? Like, it's not just a documentary. Like,
exactly. The people that have watched the documentary have been disgusted with what they've seen, especially to what's happened to Brendan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Stephen's a big boy, you know what I mean? He's big enough, ugly enough, and old enough to stick up for himself, you know what I mean, in a certain way. But Brendan hasn't, so this is why...
Brendan, in my mind, because he was just a kid.
Yeah, and he got let down by everybody, by the police officers, by the school, by the court system, by his bloody lawyers. You know what I mean? He got let down by the people that were supposed to help him, and they didn't. They just seen a target and they went for the target, no caring what the consequences were. Well, they're going to start worrying about the fucking consequences now. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't swear. But they're going to start worrying about the consequences now. You know what I mean? With stuff coming out and everything like that. It was just so wrong. And we are the ones that have went and we've looked at documents. We've done Stephen's trial. And we thought Dean and Jerry didn't do a good job. But I say now, since I've read the trial transcripts and seen it in black and white, like I'm doing with Brendan's, they had a fight on their hands. They tried everything. They tried to get things in, but they got denied left, right, and centre. But when it comes to Brendan, the way they were bombarding that way with questions and everything like that was unbelievable. And we've spoke about that in the meow ones as well.
Hi, baby.
I'm a thorough believer that one of the worst things that happened to Stephen was he didn't have he had no lawyers. He had no legal representation that stuck up for him. I think Dean and Jerry did a piss poor job. Absolutely. That's why I call them Tom and Jerry.
Mhm.
I'm just thoroughly convinced that they weren't on his side. But I
Yeah.
have been in this. I have been in instances where I needed an attorney, and I know how attorneys work. I don't see where they worked for Stephen. I mean,
Yeah.
they put on a show, but the whole trial was a show. In my opinion, they put a collar on him, drug him in there, said this man is guilty, talked about it for a few weeks, and told him he was guilty and put him in prison. That's basically what happened to Stephen.
It was
Yeah.
definitely set up from the get-go. Like he was,
Oh,
no
I
matter
mean,
what happened, he would have. And I know there are some theories out there about Dean and Jerry. I think it's probably a little bit of both, to be honest with you. I think they didn't have a lot to work with, but I think no matter what they did, he would have gone away.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's no question to that. No matter what they didn't. I mean, I didn't hear enough objections to make myself happy.
Yeah.
And they should have discredited Bobby because he had two different stories. They should have discredited Scott because he had two different stories. Can't have two different stories and be a witness in a trial. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm.
it don't work in real life. I mean, there it did, but in real life, that don't work. If I would have been Stephen,
Yeah.
you couldn't cut me up. But
It does make you wonder on things like that, huh?
Definitely. I mean, it's the police. I mean, the police are as corrupt as can
Yeah.
be. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest problem.
You know, and that's what's funny is that I also believe that Scott and Bobby were told what to say by the police and the attorneys and stuff that were, you know what I mean, because they were subpoenaed to go up there, and I think that they were I think the whole family was manipulated to say and do what they, you know what I mean?
yeah, to say
Yeah.
the least.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a polite way to say it. Yes.
by the corrupt, law enforcement. And that to me would have been a big giant red flag, especially if they did give two different, because that means that you have two different people telling them it's a sham of a trial,
Yeah.
It was a
basically.
show.
Both of
It
them
was
were.
a show.
I
It
mean,
wasn't a
Yeah.
trial.
Kratz said in both of them that there was only one person
One
that
person
killed
responsible.
Teresa, that, you know, and that was Stephen Avery. Well, if that was Stephen Avery, why the hell did you bring Brendan into it?
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
that's the
mean?
thing, yeah. And then he said the same thing during Brendan's trial: is there was only one killer or one person responsible.
Yeah, and the fact that
The only
Meow still doesn't think that he didn't do anything wrong is baffling to me.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are an attorney and your client is on trial for murder and they tell you that the victim was killed in two different places, two different ways, and you don't discredit that?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's true.
I
Yeah,
mean,
True.
how many times and how many ways can a person die? I thought you could only
Yeah.
die once. Apparently, that ain't true because you can wake up dead, but then you have to vote Democrat. Apparently,
Watch out, Bose.
I'm just saying. You know, I mean, apparently.
Okay. Just
I mean,
I'm just
the only
saying.
the only thing that we can do is just sit and wait and hope to God that whatever Kathleen's got up her sleeve is going to help Brendan and Stephen.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
truth is going to come out. It's got
That's
to
the
come
only,
out.
and that's the only thing that I can honestly hope for in all of this, and I'm so angry by it.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
you guys have no
The-
idea how much I'm holding
Oh,
back.
I do.
Actually, the things
Yeah,
that I
I
want to
do.
say,
I
and
get it. I
um,
get it.
I do hope for the best in this. I hope that if anything, it does free Stephen and Brendan.
Of course.
And I do hope though that the family stays intact from this, and I just hope for butterflies and rainbows, basically.
Yeah. I mean, a
That's
lot
what
of
I
us
hope for.
want. A lot of us want that as well. You know what I mean? But things are going to
Yeah.
be said and things are going to be done that a lot of people aren't going to like, and a lot of people aren't going to agree with, and they're going to have their own opinions. But what they've got to remember is in all of this, we're all in the same boat. We're all fighting for the same thing, and that is to get these boys home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with somebody having their own opinion.
Sorry.
Hi, Becker, Mum.
I just got the mail's here.
You got mail.
Wonder what it is. I know what it is. But yeah, no, that's honestly though, like, and I want to also like, oh, woo. Okay, sorry. I want to also say this, and like not to participate in anything, but I do want to kind of clear this one thing up, and I want to tell a story, kind of in a way, but I'm gonna kind of like put it this way. For anybody who's wondering, there were no fights at the rally in 2019. There were no fights at the rally. Okay, I just want to put that out there. So whatever whatever anybody could be hearing out there, as far as that goes, it's not true. I was personally there, and I witnessed everything that happened at the rally, and there were no fights. So everyone was actually really well behaved.
Well, I mean, that's how it should be for that sort of thing. There's a time and a place for everything. And that's not the time and the place to have fights or arguments or discussions, because you're all meant to be there for the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
and that's like for Brendan and Stephen.
Yeah. Everybody who was there was very well behaved. There were a few things that happened that were kind of like, what is that? But other than that, I mean, there were no fights. There was no yelling at each. There was no cussing. There was, you know what I mean? It was, I thought it was a very successful day. So again, I'm sunshine and rainbows. So also, this is what I got.
Ooh.
I don't know if you can tell there's sprinkles in there. Not sprinkles, but glitter.
Oh, that's nice.
I have an artist friend, and this is called ink blot art. You can't really tell very well. I wonder if I can just pop this out of she sent it in this nice frame, which was awesome of her to do. I have this artist friend who I buy art from, and she buys art from me sometimes. That's better.
All right, yeah.
See?
Oh,
And
that's nice.
Yeah, it's like this new thing that it's really popular these days. It's called ink blotting. I think it's like watered down ink. Anyway, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that on this channel. Because I try to keep it positive and light.
Yep.
I don't want to touch too much on that, but that's something that I did notice, and I wanted to kind of bring to attention. Is that's why I said, you know, not everything is what it seems like. Not everything, just because you see it on the internet doesn't make it true. That's all I gotta say.
Don't believe everything you see read in the papers, and
don't believe everything you read
news.
and see. Yeah, because not everybody is who you think they are.
Yeah, and we've learned that through the things that we've been looking at, and that as well. I mean, just take the Luke Mitchell case for instance. You know, because he
Yeah.
dressed a certain way.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, and things like that. Then he was the
Okay.
devil's spawn and everything
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean? And he was a goth and everything like that. He wasn't a bloody goth. He liked Nirvana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he had one Marilyn Manson CD, and that was after
Yeah.
Jodie's murder, you know.
Well,
So
yeah, he's a perfect case of it's the same situation as Brendan. Mose, if you ever
exactly.
want to look into this case, it's called the Luke Mitchell case.
Luke
Yep.
Mitchell.
Go
Luke
ahead and
Mitchell
explain
and
it,
Jodie
Alice.
Jones.
Yeah, go ahead and explain it, Alice.
It was in 2003. It was Luke Mitchell and Jodie Jones. They were both 14, and they were dating each other as well. Sadly, Jodie got murdered, brutally murdered, and the boyfriend got the blame. But the boyfriend is absolutely innocent. I mean, our police did what normal police are meant to do, and that is look at the people closest to the victim, which man a talking that didn't do. To me, was Ryan Hilligus that they should have looked at, which was the ex-partner, you know.
Yeah.
And they didn't do
Right.
that, but they did that in the Luke
Ryan did it.
Mitchell case. And the poor laddie has been in the jail for 17 years now, Moss, and he's done nothing. No DNA evidence, nothing. Just like Brendan, no DNA, no nothing.
14-year-old kid.
Yeah. But like Brendan, they waited until he was 16.
I can't believe people get put in prison with absolutely no evidence. That's
Yeah.
you
Or
know,
circumstantial evidence like, oh, he wears black shirts and he listens to Marilyn Manson.
Now I can see people. I can see people being put on trial with circumstantial evidence because that's usually all they have.
Yeah.
That might sound strange, but that's how you get to court. That's how you get charged, and that's
yeah. But you shouldn't be put away for life for it.
Well,
no, you shouldn't. No.
Like
I mean, I agree to that. I agree to that, but that's a fine line.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a lot of times you go to court and it's not what they can prove, it's what they know. If that makes sense to you. I mean, like they
Well,
know
it's
this
supposed to
happened.
be.
They know this happened. They just can't prove that is what happened. But it's up to the jury to decide. And there has to be I mean, I don't want to say there has to be physical proof, but there has to be the circumstantial evidence has to be gigantic. I mean, not something like, well, I know this person did this because everybody says so. There has to be some, I mean, it has to be substantial proof. I mean, I don't know. But again,
I think if you're gonna throw somebody in prison for the rest of their life, then you need to have physical proof.
Yeah,
physical proof that it happened.
Not even that. The fact that if somebody has been said, like Stephen in the 85 case, that got proven, you know, I mean, DNA proved that he did not commit that crime.
Yeah, but the
fair
DNA
enough. It took a lot of years.
Prove that until years later.
I know. That's what I was just going to say, though. Even though it took years You know what I mean? It still proved that he was innocent by DNA. There's a lot of innocent people. I mean, like Julius Jones, if I'm remembering correctly, he is completely innocent, and there is DNA there to prove that he is innocent. But yet the courts and that are not listening. How can they not listen? You know what I mean? Whereas in Brendan's case, there is absolutely nothing there to prove that he was there, and it's only words of a 14-year-old boy who's seen things on telly, who's heard things that's ruined about him, who knew nothing. But yet they still insist on keeping him in there. It's just wrong.
Well, but let me say this way. You got to understand. Now, you and I know that the cops hand-fed him all of that. We know that. That jury did not. That jury heard him say that. Of course, it might not have came out of his mouth the way it was hand-fed to the jury. I mean, but they heard him say that because little clips was put together. And here's a video of him saying that with his own mouth.
See, and that's where his lawyers should have stepped in and said, here's coercion experts and mental health experts and stuff like that.
But
like
he didn't have any of that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where his lawyers should have stepped in and tried to show that it happens and that's what happened here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Becca. His lawyers let him down big time. For the very first one to the last one. Let that Wayne down big time. And they did not fight enough for that child.
None of this, honestly, yeah. Brendan's, Len Konchensky didn't fight at all. And
no,
I don't think the two after him fought at all either, really.
No. Well, we're reading that the new, Becca. We're reading them the now, and what we've been reading is mouth dropping. And it's not until you actually see it in black and white that you can see just how much that laddie was let down by the one person that was supposed to be there on his side and fighting his corner. You imagine how alone Brendan would have felt.
Well,
you know?
And that
now,
is the thing.
Yeah, but now, look at all the support that he's got. Look at all the people that has rallied around him and everything like that. The amount of mail he gets, the amount of people sending presents, everything like that is bloody fantastic.
Are you supposed to be drinking that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm just giving you a
Is it diet?
3 people told me to. Me, myself, and I.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kim, I think Brendan did testify at his own hearing.
Yes, he did. Yep.
But he didn't testify at Stevens. So that's
no. Yeah. And why is that?
And why? Because he wasn't allowed. Ken Kratz didn't allow him to testify.
Because they knew if Brendan got up there and told the truth that his coercion patient, his confession was coerced, then it would have been a completely different story, and they would not have got Stephen. They would have got away off with it.
I'm thoroughly convinced that you're wrong on that. I don't think that there is anything that anybody could have said that would change the outcome for Stephen. I'm telling you, they put a collar on him, drug him in there, said, this man is guilty, lock him up. We'll talk about it for however many days, but that's what's going to happen, and that's what happened.
Hey, Dark Side.
Pure and simple.
Yeah.
Hi, Dark
No,
Side.
like I
Hi,
said,
Sylvia.
like,
I think Sylvia's in amongst there somewhere as well. I'm on my phone, so I can't message people in chat. So I'll just say
oh,
hello to everybody in chat.
yeah.
No, I don't see any chat either.
I don't know why you can't. You don't. Are you on your phone, Mose, or are you on the computer?
Oh God, no! I'm on the computer. I can't get none of this on my phone.
Yeah. So you should be able to see it if you're on StreamYard.
There's the column. It will probably be to your right, Moss. It's got private and
Yeah, it
comments.
says private chat and comments. Let me hit
Right.
comments.
If you go into the comments, then you'll get all the chat.
Well, it wants me to log in. Oh,
I think
okay.
if
There's things. I got things.
you know, and that's, I think, Michelle, that's one of the biggest what ifs is, what if Brendan was, what if Brendan did testify at Stephen's trial and said that he was, you know, the confession was false, and you know, it's just
Yeah,
like it's
here's
just like
Michelle
with
saying.
Buting.
Here's Michelle saying, I thoroughly disagree. Buting would have stayed in the courtroom if Brendan was
Slade.
to be called in. They actually had a
Coercion.
Coercion.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like on the same thing that Jerry Buting almost became Brendan's lawyer, apparently.
Yeah, well, in Jerry's book, Illusion of Justice, he actually says that the lawyer that Brendan had before Kaczynski passed on a hearing. I don't know if it was a preliminary hearing or something like that, but it was a hearing that he was entitled to. But the first one didn't go, and he pulled Kaczynski aside and said, look, this lawyer never done this for Brendan. You need to do this for Brendan and bring it up. And he's like, aye, okay, I'll think about it. What? You know what I mean? You've got
Right.
a lawyer who's an expert in his field, who's basically saying to you, look, this lawyer, his first lawyer never done anything. You need to step in and do something. And he didn't do it. You know?
Yeah.
I'm just thoroughly convinced that neither of the two of them had any legal representation that was working for them. And
Yeah.
I'm not a great big fan of the woman that in my opinion she threw away his last chance. The guy that knew what he was doing should have been there. Instead, he sent that young girl in there just to make her a name. I'm thoroughly convinced of that. I don't think either of them ever had representation until now. Excuse me. Until now, Stephen does, because KZ is fighting for him. But
yeah, but that could also help Brendan as well.
Yeah.
Well, she is, but she can't tell you that.
No, she can't. No.
Because she can't be both of them. But I see people making the comments in Facebook.
Oh,
it says that about Stephen should sign some kind of I won't sue papers or the such. And he's not going to do that because that's how KZ gets her money.
Yeah.
He pays her after he sues. Therefore, she's got something to be fighting for, other than just his freedom.
Yeah.
I do want to say, Michelle, that the opinions that Mose have are of Mose. That not a lot of us do agree with the whole Knight Rider and Drizzen thing. But, you know, He is entitled to his opinion. I think that they're doing the best they can as well.
Well,
but
I mean,
you
I'm
know,
sorry if people want to. I mean, you don't have to agree with what I believe in. Nobody does, and I'm not trying to
yeah.
force it.
I mean, I just
Anybody.
want to put that out there. Like, you know, I know not a lot of people agree with that particular theory or thought. It is just Bo's opinion.
Well, it is.
So.
It is just my opinion.
Yeah.
But I base that opinion on the fact that you don't send in your least experienced person to fight somebody's case when you know that is
Well,
their very last chance.
And to defend, just to defend though that stance, she has worked on other cases like the West Memphis 3, you know, and that was successful. I think in general, though, wrongful convictions are hard to fight for. They're hard cases. There's no easy way around it. You're basically fighting a system, and that is meant to keep them in prison. And Led Konchensky just replied to my comment again.
Oh, did he?
Sorry. Side note.
They were so funny. It was earlier on.
I'm sorry. Side note, Len Konchensky commented on something that Governor Evers did, and I commented on his comment, and me and him have been going back and forth.
Isn't that meow?
Yeah.
That's meow.
Yeah. Meow. Yeah.
But
I mean, the fact that he still
like
thinks
Michelle,
that he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, that's
yeah. I agree with you, Michelle, though. Like, you're fighting a system that's basically meant to keep these guys in prison. Like, and it's not an easy task, and I think she did do a pretty good job with what she was given, too, because there was a lot of things that she couldn't necessarily say or do. Do I think that... What happened to it? I guess it's gone. I guess he deleted it. He must have deleted his original comment, which deleted all of ours. But then he found my individual comment. No, there it is. Never mind. I found it.
Have you found that?
Pam has got herself a new computer chair, and I'm telling you, this thing is about as comfortable as a brick.
You look comfortable.
I have no idea why she likes this thing.
So, how did last week's Brendan Be Brave go with colouring in pages, Becca?
Oh my gosh, I got 60 pages from that.
Did you?
Yeah. So I can't send him too many at once because they don't let you do that.
Yeah.
So I've been having to send it sporadically. No, opinions do not equate to truth. That is true. That is 100% true, Mandy. Like I said, it's just Mo's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. Just like everybody else's. I don't agree with it at all. And he knows that there's lots of things that he says that I don't agree with. Right, Mos?
Oh, hey, I'm a big boy. I can take it.
Yeah, so he's very aware of that, but I hadn't seen Mos in a long time, and it's nice to have him on here. He is a big supporter for Brendan and Steven. But anyway, here I sent Brendan 3 envelopes full of 10 pages, and here's what we have left still I have to send him.
Good. And is it all different things, or is it everything that you like?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Everything. Somebody picked this out. It says all this. We're all in this together for him to color. Somebody picked that. Somebody picked Pokemon stuff. He's got tons of Pokemon drawings in here. Here's one that I really like that somebody picked for him. Always have hope.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Here's another one that I really like. That somebody picked for him.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb.
Hello, Barb.
You can't read it, but it
No,
basically
I was
says.
going to say, I sure can't read that.
Yeah, it
I'm
says
having
you're
a hard
braver.
time seeing this chat. It's like.
What does it say?
It says you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is really a nice one.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have sent a lot of really awesome things. That's why I really like doing Be Brendan Brave. It actually, it uplifts him and he really enjoys it, but to be really honest, it also uplifts me. It really is like a good it's like a good boost for me, because it's like Brendan has all this support and all this love, and it's just I love contributing to that stuff. I love sending it to him. Yeah.
But that'll be he'll be excited about that and all, because he's probably got it maybe time to when you'll send something, you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah.
This is Monday. I normally get something for Becca on a Wednesday, and or and then he'll get through that, and then it'll be like, right, what day is it? Oh, it's Saturday. Oh, I might have something for Becca on Saturday, so that'll lift his spirits and everything like that as well, because
I hope so.
He'll be of course he will. Of course he will. I mean, really, he's not got bloody much else he can do in there, is there? I mean, he'll go, he'll do whatever jobs he's got to do, and he'll get to do that for a couple of hours, and then it's back to his cell, and then, maybe sit and play a game of cards or something like that with some of his cellmates. Yeah. And then the time's his own, you know what I mean? So what can he do in that time? He can write letters, and he can colour in the things and that you send him for his supporters. So he's going to love that, and he's going to be excited every time he knows that there could be a parcel coming for you,
Yeah. Well, and he's the reason why I'm doing all of this. So as long as he's happy with what I do, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm here. That's why I'm sitting here in this chair on this YouTube channel. He's the main reason that I fight, every day to do what I do, and
Yeah, because it's going to be there for him to be able to watch.
Yeah.
When he gets out. No, did you see? I said when he gets out, not if he gets out. When he gets out.
Yeah.
They will all be there for him to watch, and then he'll see just how much the amount of people all over the world and everything like that, and even in America as well. He's got a lot of support there as well, and that'll be a boost for him no matter what.
I hope so.
Oh, of course it will. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're awesome, Carrie. Everybody who contributes in some way to brighten up Brendan's day is an awesome individual and is doing exactly what a supporter, should be doing. As far as, it's not about what our experience is, or it's not about us. It's about what can we do to help Brendan. And if we can do even just something small that helps brings him some sort of joy in his day, then I feel like we're succeeding as a supporter. And, no matter what else is going on out there, whatever negativity, whatever lies, whatever anything, it's all about Brendan, and it's all about making this as bearable as possible for him until he gets out. And I know there's people, the researchers out there who do the research stuff, and they're a little bit more in with the facts and all that, and I think that's great too.
Yeah.
I think I honestly think there's two different types of people in this. On the truther side, there's the supporter who just does the things like I do, and then there's the researcher. And you know, I have a lot of researchers I respect. Like, hey, look, there's one Nosy.
Hey, Nosy.
Hello.
Hi, Nosy. But yeah. So like, as long as us as supporters are doing what, you know, are bringing him that joy and that positive energy and that positive stuff, and not doing anything, you know, to upset him or anything like that, then I feel like we're doing a great job. And so far, a lot of us are doing a great job. So,
Yeah.
and that's basically what you know, people like Carrie, Darkside, Mandy, Nosy, you, Alice, sometimes Mose. I'm joking. I'm joking with Mose. I haven't called him old yet. That's usually something that we also. I remind him that he's older, that he's an old person.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But yeah. Yes, exactly. Everyone plays a role no matter which way they're acting. Exactly. So as long, and like I said, as long as it's positive and helpful, you know, that's what we're all here for. We're all here to help and to help bring Brendan home. And
yep.
I think that Stephen is going to get a new trial. I really do. And I think things are going to come in his favor. And I think that will help Brendan.
Yeah. I do think that if whatever good that happens with Stephen's case will benefit Brendan a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I mean, I've been thinking it for a while. I mean, Brendan's still got one motion that he can put in. Is it was it the 9-0 something? Is it?
Yeah, there's one other thing he can do.
The motion, the other motion that he can do, is it the 904 or something like that? I think Laura and Steve are trying to hold off to see what's going to happen with Brendan. To see what's going to happen with Stephen, and then they can push forward and help Brendan.
I can't see what Len said back to me. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. Len Kaczynski replied to my comment, and I'm going to find it. Dang it.
I will find you.
If he's watching, I will find it. I know it's there. And I have something to say back.
Comment? What comment was that? The cat comment that you made? Is that the comment he's replied to?
Oh. No, I did not cause this conviction. Okay, so basically, I've been serious, and I've also been extremely joking in a way. I don't want to say joking, but I've been basically I've been cheeky. Yeah, there's a good way of saying it. So Len Kaczynski commented on Governor Evers' page about how to spell the word prisons. So a whole bunch of us supporters dogpiled on it. First comment I said was very rich seeing a man who was the reason why we need justice reform for juveniles commenting on this. How do you sleep at night knowing what life you screwed over? And Len Kaczynski basically gave a copy and paste results about how I just watched a documentary and blah, blah, blah. So then I commented, it's a very long thing he said. So I commented, Len Kaczynski, bad kitty, too long, didn't read. And then I also invited him to join us. I will, Nosy, I will. I commented sharing the link for Sunday's live that we're going to be doing. Actually, I can do share screen. Hold on. I have a computer I can do this with.
Is that you just realized?
What am I reading this to you when I can show it to you?
It's amazing.
Can you guys see this? So this is basically, so this is what I said. I said, bad kitty, too long, didn't read. Because look at this. Look at this. This is all that he, like, I don't have time to read all this crap. I know.
Yeah, I don't see. Oh, now I lost everything.
Uh-oh.
All I have is a great big black thing in the middle of the
Thank you.
screen that's got the buffering circle going.
Oh, well, you're here still. We still hear you.
Okay,
Thank you.
now I can see the thing that he wrote.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle, for tagging Nosy. This is going to be definitely good now that Nosy knows about it. But anyway, yeah.
Michelle says, don't worry, I read it. It's bullshit.
Yeah. See, I was honest with him. I said, too long, didn't read. But then I did invite him to our post-conviction hearing discussion that we've been doing on Saturday or Sundays. So maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll meow us with his presence. Yeah, and I won't read what everybody said because, you know, everyone basically made some great points, and he basically copied and pasted the same result.
There's one Becca that I seen.
Which one?
I can't even remember the name, but the person, Kaczynski was replying to this person, and he spelled O'Kelly wrong.
Oh, I'll get that down here. Yeah.
So the guy corrected them and says, "You're using your narrative. Use edit to fix that."
So this is yeah, I also said you can still do the right thing, petition and try to free Brendan Dassey. Seth is very wrong that you contribute to right. And he then copied and pasted that result. And then here's Michelle's, you know, if only Brendan Dassey's family and appellant lawyers could hit edit and fix the abysmal and deeply offensive mess you made representing as his lawyer. My rage for you knows no bounds. You have no shame commenting in a post about justice reform when you have no idea what justice means, because you certainly never afforded Brendan his right to innocence. And I'm just gonna quickly show, for some reason he posted his address, and I don't want to necessarily show that, although you probably caught it and you could probably freeze it, but like I don't want to show that, because that's a weird thing for him to do. I don't know why he did that. He posted his home address. Anyway,
maybe he wants you to come by and visit.
I think he honestly, maybe that is what he wanted. Susan Anderson said, "You should be in prison, not Brendan. You're an evil as they get," which is true. Yeah, see, he just basically copy and pasted the same thing until this is naughty, but I'm going to say it. Tiny man meowing irrelevant shit because he wants to matter so bad. That left the building long ago, fella. If it ever even existed at all. Just crawl back into your dark corner and jerk off into oblivion. And then here we go. This is what you're saying. He said he did his copy and paste thing, and then the person said, "Please learn to spell O'Kelly in your narrative. Just hit edit and fix it. See how dumb this sounds? Defending yourself all you want. You failed big time, including true evil spawns, O'Kelly. You railroaded him into confession of guilt. Nothing more, nothing less." And then Kaczynski said none of that was used at his trial, and just the March 6th 4-hour video. How does that something the jury never saw contribute to the verdict? Which, if you guys want to watch the watch our trial or post-conviction trial videos that we've been doing, we actually point out very clearly how he screwed Brendan over long before his trial even took place. So yeah, he did contribute big time to you know, false to yeah.
A course confession.
The course confession, and yeah, he contributed big time to screwing Brendan over. As he says, "Oh, I was only his lawyer for like 3 months." Those 3 months destroyed his case, Len. So
Yeah.
Good job. Anyway, Derek Brown, I bet you didn't expect this reception. And then he says, I fight back against cancel culture leftists like you. He must be getting dementia or something. Like, I don't understand where. Yeah. Anyway.
So now you're a cancel culture leftist.
Remember, yeah. Fear me. I said, so this is what he just responded to. I said, we read the transcripts. We saw where you failed Brendan and sent him down the river for your own gain. How you ignored his pleas of innocence in coerced confession. You failed him horribly. And then he just responded, no, I did not cause his conviction. What about his trial attorneys? So after I posted this original comment right here, then I said, P.S. We all know about the cat thing too, Len Meow Kaczynski. And then, like a weirdo he is, he said, if you don't like cats, you have a problem.
Alrighty then.
Not only before trial, like he met Brendan for like maybe 2 hours max before, during the whole entire thing. Who does that?
Exactly. He sold him down the river without a second thought.
Yep. Karen Ashley, how dare you comment on here? You lost that right when you failed Brendan Dassey. Shame on you. And then, what? Governor Evers started this with his post on criminal justice reform. A bunch of you Avery Dassey apostles hijacked it into a personal attack on me. I have every right to fight back. You can't cancel me. Oh my God, is he that dense? What? Turned into a personal attack on you? Okay. Anyway. That was 2 hours ago. Fake woke, whatever that is. That must be a song. I don't do clickbait. I just want to make sure. Yeah, see, he's following. So then he also singles out random comments that people have made, like Michelle's here. So like he was still, he was still doing that. Oh, look, there's Barb's. You did everything wrong, meow man. You should be in prison yourself, along with all the other corrupt cops. Amen, sister. Amen. That gets the heart. Meow man. Hold on. If you don't like cats, you have a problem. Meow.
I don't think you're right.
Okay. That's it for story time, people. So if you want to see us discuss more of this, Sunday? We're going to be doing, we're on part 8 of like an unknown number of parts on this. Like there's 8 whole videos, an hour long each, that you guys can watch and see exactly where, Len Kaczynski failed Brendan Dassey. Like, he failed him. He destroyed, and I feel personally, he set up the failure that happened with, he had an opportunity and he didn't do anything to help him. He barely talked to him. He didn't even believe him.
No, he was talking to the bloody media before he even spoke to Brendan, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, he pretty much was dead set on the fact that my client is guilty before he even talked to his client, before he even read anything about his client.
Yep.
For future
Oh.
reference, if you are fake woke, you're pretending to be a Democrat.
Okay. You know what, Mose?
But that's what it means. I'm just
Okay.
trying to help you understand.
Okay. So that's your opinion, and you're old.
Well, that's
And
what it means.
Yeah.
If you are a Democrat, you are of the woke community. If you are a fake woke, you are pretending to be a
Boo. Boo.
That's what I say to Democrats. But
Boo. I know. He says this to me all the time. He gives me shit all the time, people. So don't.
that's the truth. I'm not trying to take you shit. That's what it means. I mean, literally, that's what it means. Okay. You don't have to believe me.
I love you, Mose.
You don't have to believe me.
I know. But
so,
on that note,
Brendan, be brave
I
this
want you to
Saturday is
understand.
wrestling.
I want you to totally understand. I am not prejudiced against Democrats. I just don't like them.
Okay. This relationship is never gonna work. Oh, she left.
No,
okay.
I don't think. No, I don't think so.
All right. Well, you know I love you, Mose, and I'm happy that
No, I know you say you do.
I do. I am very happy that you came on, though. I think you should come back on more often because you are, even though your opinions aren't exactly popular opinions, you are a very smart person with this case and you've done your research. So I do appreciate you being on here today. Originally, Mo sent me, him and his wife Pam sent me a big giant book. We call it the Book of Brendan, where it's a bunch of stuff that was broken down, and we had plans on doing a weekly thing or a monthly thing on that, and it just hasn't panned out because of life, and stuff. But eventually I'd like to get back to doing that with you.
We'll see.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this Saturday is Positive Thoughts for Brendan, and I hear my phone's going off with notifications, so that must mean Nosy is in the game on the Led Konjensky thread going on right now. I'll have to send it to you too, Mose, and if anybody else wants to see it, reach out to me and I'll send it back. Oh, there's Alice. Hey, Alice.
Hello, I pushed the wrong blooming button.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'm not so sure as I know how to get out of this thing.
So I'm gonna end the broadcast, and then you just exit out of the window.
Okay, we'll see.
I promise. I promise we're not gonna be. I promise you we're not gonna be secretly spying on you once I end this.
No, I mean, hell, I don't care about that. But it's you don't know how mad Pam gets when I Mose her computer. Let's say it that way. Looking at this thing, it is so bright. It's like looking into a spotlight.
I can tell because you're all squinty.
I'm telling you, it's just like looking into a light. I mean,
you're all squinty. That I could tell all day. I thought, yeah, you keep doing this, and yeah.
Well, I mean, it's literally that bright.
You need sunglasses, then.
You know what? I don't even own a good pair of sunglasses. I gotta go and buy a pair. I was looking at. I can't see 20. I can't pay $25 for glasses. I just can't. I do
Nosy
have to
is tearing apart. Nosy is tearing apart. I'm getting notifications. Yeah. Nosy's on it. Nosy Rim is on it. All
And
right.
where was that? Is that on Governor's Facebook or is it on
that's on
Twitter?
Governor Evers'. Hold on, let me do something here, just because I feel like being that person today. Hold on, let me actually do this, and you all can go and maybe say something to Len yourself. He seems to be in a very chatty mood.
I don't think he wants to talk to me.
Oh, but he definitely might.
Yes, he does seem to be a
listen.
chatty catty.
Yeah, apparently he's all about it. So hold on. Let me grab the link.
I think by his comments he's Democrat. I don't think he wants to talk to me.
I don't think he is. To be honest with you, like real talk, I don't think he's Democrat most. I think he is he's something. He's definitely out of this world.
Oh, he's something, all right.
Does that
Yeah,
work, everybody? Try that
right.
before I exit out of here, before we end this. Try this link and see if it works for you guys. That's basically the post Governor Evers said. That doesn't work, you can always go to Facebook, type in Governor Evers, Governor Tony Evers Facebook page, go to it, and just find the post that's meowing a lot. That's where you'll find.
I think that I'll just go ahead and not do that. I have tried very hard to watch what I say and how I say it for a lot longer than I normally do, and I think it's given me a headache.
Oh, you were holding back, Mose?
You haven't heard me say the F word.
I'm joking. I know you were. I appreciate it too. All right. So yeah, I hope to see everyone Sunday. And maybe we'll twist Moses' arm back for next time. And thank you all for showing up. Just remember, be kind, except while you're talking to Len. And well, you can still be kind. Be kind to Len. He's having a rough day right now, apparently.
I'm trying to care.
I know. It's hard. But yeah, and just be kind out there. Give Brendan some positivity, and give his family some loving too. His mom obviously needs it a lot. So does his dad. It's not an easy time right now for everybody. So, but we'll see you all next time.
Okay, nice talking to you.
You too, Mose. Bye, everybody in chat. Bye.
Bye-bye.